So I'm gonna redo the whole thing. I did it with 3 panels yesterday, and now I'm gonna... Fucking vacuum pump is in the way. Still have this vacuum pump that I never used. For once, because it's not perfect, and secondly, I don't have actually a use for it. I did buy it. Spent a lot of time fixing it, and then it didn't perform, and I forgot where I wanted to use it for. Okay, so this is one of those frames, like, oh well, a little bit newer and nicer looking than the ones I had before. That looked something like this. Different design. Ooh, might have destroyed that one. Countersunk these holes because that's where the connectors are gonna sit. I'm gonna remove this protective film here because I don't need it. Maybe you can see it's really nice material. I love my HPL. Matte black and prone to fingerprints. Not so nice, but that's just the way it is. So, before I'm gonna glue all the stuff in, I'm gonna put the magnets in. And people ask, why don't you just use a pattern like, well, for instance, the Neos, if I can. No, this one's not looking so well. Well, for instance, these magnets are sitting here. Why am I not using this? Well, it's actually in the picture why I don't use it. Ooh, there's a really hefty magnet from one of the B&G tweeters in there. It's much stronger than my magnets, thicker as well, wider as well. Well, anyhow, metal. I cannot make these metal plates. If someone can and is prepared to make me a lot, I would be happy, because I don't want to cut or break all my cutters. That's the reason why my design is so weird, and it's far less efficient way of doing it the way I do it right now, but it is way practical to make for me. Not if you have like huge steel presses, then the other method is easier. So I got a magnet on my lamp, on my Pixar lamp, you know, this one, sitting on here, so I can determine which side is what, so I make them all the same. So I got my magnet, and that's gonna be the first magnet. And I'm just gonna slide it in one of these slots, and that's so nice about the whole thing. I'm not gonna like push it down already, completely. Now next magnet should be the other way around, so what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna skip one. So I could hold this and do a whole row without turning them over all the time. So now I only have to turn it once. It's all about efficiency. Turn it over, check it. You would say, what the fuck is this? It's all crooked. That doesn't look nice. And that's very true. It doesn't. Okay. Magnets. Gonna use some of the tape, if there is enough on this roll. Take this off. I'm gonna grab some of my, this is gonna be my stuff that's gonna sit there. Oh, I taped it to the cutting mat. That's not what I wanted. This is stuff I'm gonna use. I think I spray glued it already. So I'm gonna take a new one, just to be sure. I want it to be as flat as possible, but also as thin as possible. If there was a way of like making this thinner, that would be nice. That I'm not aware of. I'll get my template, and I believe I used it to measure the distance from the foil to the magnets on a neodymium or on a Neo 3, because I thought that's quite weird. It's if you got a Neo 3, if you look from the side, the magnets are almost the same height as this is. So you see, even this piece of plastic, hard to see, is rising above this edge. This is 0. And it still rises above the edge of the Neo 3 sides. So they used like only 0.5 millimeter or maybe even less of room in between the foil and the dampening. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this. I think that's, yeah, well, it might be thinner even, but I'm gonna use this. And previously I did it like this, then put on this, but now I'm gonna do it the other way around. I'm gonna put on the dampening, then I'm gonna install this, and I'll show you. First I got some spray paint on here without like spraying my cutting mat, so I need a paper. It's gonna be a baking paper. There's no particular reason to use a baking paper, but it's just something I have in the kitchen because, well, baking paper. The cheap stuff.
Try it real quick, I believe.
This is the template. I'm just gonna attach it here. And not gonna cut it because this stuff cuts really shit. So I'm gonna use a marker. And hopefully I can get this off. Which I can. Then I use some ordinary scissors for, not completely ordinary, because they're for fabric. And they probably don't like the spray glue very much. But that's just the way it is right now. I can buy new ones for as cheap as, I don't know, cheap. Looks like it's a bit wide. So I'll put that on there. And now, the funny bit. I don't have need for these tapes anymore. Go away. Now I should be able to push this without breaking the magnets, because that will be nice. I prefer to not do it on the paper I just sprayed on. So it's almost flush. Need a little bit more help. Might even use a hammer. Did I break a magnet already? Sure, it looks like it. Did I? No. So this is sitting flush now. Yeah, hard to see, but it is. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna use a lighter to burn off the fluff. I don't need the fluff. It's weird lighting with this lamp. Usually it's better, but somehow today it doesn't look so good. Gonna just nice citrus smell. So I got some glue on here, which is stupid. Was so nice. I should have left the protective film on there. But that's not the, the story. Now I have to roughen up this frame, and now you could ask yourself, is it not easier to rough it up before you do the last part? And yes, you're probably completely right. But I forgot. So I'm gonna do it like this then. So my nice frame is looking shittier and shittier because all the dirt. But yeah, that's more of a what comes first. First do this, then do all the gluing, then remove the protective film, blah blah blah. So that's a panel ready for glue. And I'm gonna attach a layer of glue already after I cleaned it, and then stretch the mylar. But where I stretch the mylar, it's way too dark, so I'll skip that part. You've seen me do this gazillion times, and the question is only if I can get if I'm able to stretch it hard enough, because the mylar is so thick it doesn't give. So not sure if it's gonna work. Hopefully. Be back in a bit, and hopefully there will be a foil on there, and we'll continue. Glued them. Pretty nice, eh? At least I think. Cool. Worked out quite nice with these forms and such. But now, let's put on some connectors. So I got these 3mm screws that should be able to fit in here. And I got these terminals and a so now a Allen wrench, maybe some pliers would be nice. I made it dirty with my gluey fingers. These terminals have a on the bottom there's a sort of thingy that should grab something so it doesn't turn, but it makes them look crooked. Ain't that nice? Well, that remains to be seen. Normally I put tapes over here on the sides, as the Neo has as well, but might as well try it first like this. I think the resonance will be a bit high, but we'll see.